everyone. This is the Abundance Oracle. It's been a long time since I've gotten to speak with you, probably 4 or 5 days. I've gotten some information on the banking system. So supposedly there's already been a start to convert to get the fundamental structures down to move us out of the traditional banking system into, they're calling it the biometric system. What that means, well, I'm waiting to find out more information. Does that mean you have to use your finger or your thumb or your eyes or whatever to get money in, money out? I don't know. So we'll learn more probably this week. This is the first go around of information. I think that's been made public. So if you're in a legacy bank that's not set up for digital, those are the ones that may have to close down for a while until they convert over or close their doors forever. It's going to be a big transition for all of us. Supposedly, there's going to be a blackout of around 10 days. Not necessarily an electric blackout, but it's not being neglected. Right now, what I'm hearing, it's a communication blackout. That Space Force is going to be the one communicating to people through the emergency broadcast system. I don't know about you, but there was a test for my emergency broadcast system probably 2 months ago, maybe. Just they're testing to make sure it works. The Space Force is supposedly going to be operating 24 hours a day, giving everyone updated information and news. And the way they said it to me, it sounded like every 8 hours, then you'll get new information. They'll be operating on a 24-hour basis. So it'll be coming across your emergency broadcast system, which makes a little sense to me because I think, when I saw Elon and Trump, that little tiff fight to me didn't seem authentic. Maybe that's what they wanted people to think, that they're fighting, but that might have been a cover-up for Elon to go and get the satellites and everything to handle the internet for this blackout period. So I don't know. I do suggest what you do is you make sure your tank is always full, that you make sure you have whatever money you might need to get through however many months that you can do that on, that you have it. Because it sounds to me like it's coming down to the wire. And some of it may not be a smooth transition. I know one of the banks I use, they had people come in and start changing things over probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And then the other day I went in on a Monday when it's very quiet and the people were back again. And I always ask, what's going on? And the teller said, we're just upgrading our systems, but this might be in anticipation of needing to convert over to the biometric system. So we'll see how this all goes. And the manager was retiring this past Friday. So it sounds like, okay, a shakeup on the management side, change of computer systems. We'll see, at least for one of my banks. I don't think the digitized banks, like I know Goldman Sachs has a Marcus savings account that's all digital. I do not think that system needs to have much change on it. It's the systems that are analog, which means not digitalized. And not only is my preference analog, but I get all my statements on paper so that I can document what I have, what I don't have, et cetera, et cetera. So you might all just want to consider that Monday morning, getting a hard copy of your last statement and keeping it on hand. I do checking too, and for some reason they've been cutting back on the quantity of checks we get, very few at a time. So my guess is checking accounts are going away, especially if it's biometrics and digitalized. So we'll see how this all turns out. So anyway, I'll give you more information as it comes up. I'm so happy to be home, and having gotten my first Airbnb people gone, it was exhausting running my own business in someone else's house. I needed to bring along my computers. I need my file systems and everything. That's not a good system for me. I need to figure out a new system to make it much easier, because this summer I don't have, my guest house is not available. Normally what I would do, I'd move over to my guest cottage, set it up once, and be good for the whole summer, and then come back. Now it's not like this. So now it'll have to come and go and come and go. And already, just thinking about it, I'm exhausted. All right, love you all. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you'd kindly subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Let me know what bits and pieces that you've heard about this so far, and maybe as a community we can figure things out a little bit more. All right, love you all. Have a great night, great Sunday night. And I know the barbecues and the hamburgers and the ribs are going to be coming up on 4th of July. So don't eat too much now. You need to save room. All right, love you. Bye.